rural value chains. This is looking at launching under NRLM, and it is led by the National Rural Livelihood Mission, that is NRLM. Large size producer companies, and it builds from Dalwai Sahab, your report. And I must say that it is a must read for anyone who is interested in transforming agriculture in India. The value-led enterprises and demand-driven enterprises, that's what the Foundation for Development of Rural Value Chains is structured. Today, why is FPO becoming important? We have the Atmanirbhar package, and I was talked about the contracts, trade outside market yard, repealing of ECA. So all this together creates a condition for the 13 crore farmers. 86% is small marginal. I would also say among that large section, about 5-6 crores is what is into surplus production, and you have sharecroppers, lease farmers, women farmers who would not have title on land. So that is another segment which is looking to aggregate in the new format of FPOs and looking really forward to integrating with the market with the new reform measures announced. So the way we have looked at FPO and this association, 2002, the Producer Company Act came, and after that we had set up a couple of producer companies, and as Dalwai was saying, in 2010 odd, so now it's about 10 years when SFAC started promoting in a structured manner FPOs with a framework for promoting FPOs involving resource institutions, and the learnings from that have been brought into the new guidelines. So the way we have looked at, in NAFPO is to, if I was to say what we are looking at NAFPO is to become, in some ways, the voice of the FPO community. And in some ways, it is a multi-stakeholder platform where we have the FPOs and the state level federations. Then we have market players, we have financing institutions. The idea is to both promote awareness and to bring attention of these stakeholders to engage with the FPO ecosystem. And we have been, in one of our focus engagement has been to become both the voice and create a space for engagement of the FPO with the available schemes. So now before this 10K FPO, there were available, programs, various bilateral programs funded by World Bank, DFIDs of the world, and then you had various, SPAC had a program, NABARD had a program. So we have been trying to see how we could leverage the available opportunities for FPOs. That is one. So we do that with regional consultations. There is a outreach with our member base, which extends to about 5,000 odd FPOs. Then we have the second part of our engagement has been to bring in partnerships to sort of say solving the knowns. So we have a partnership with an agency called IFHT. They have been one of the early pioneers in FPO incubation space. So we have a partnership with them, and we offer together with IFHT, incubation for FPOs, preparing their business plan. A lot of my fellow panelists talked about the challenges with business plans. So that is one. The second is a partnership with Invest India and ECRISAT, where we are bringing technologies relevant again to the farmers, particularly in context of aggregation opportunities. So this partnership, again, we are extending that access to the member FPOs. The third segment is the challenges. The two challenges that you had laid out, Vivaji, one is governance, the other capital structure. In the governance, you see the company. So if we were, so now in the 10K FPO, you also talk of cooperatives, but if we were to restrict only to the companies, you look at, there is a provision for expert directors to come on board. It could become akin to the independent directors that you have in companies. And there is a challenge given the structure of FPOs where you have a promoter and you have, public funds getting into organizing the FPO. If we look at the director's role and more as independent directors as you have in companies, it will strengthen the governance structure. So we are trying to build a pool of independent directors for FPOs. That is one we are trying to, we are in midst of a partnership with institutions.